My crafty friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree. My channel is Turquoise Dreaming, and I am again working on this journal. In the last video, we started on the cover, and we picked out a cover for, we had the front cover, and we picked out a cover for the back. And it was one of the pages that was a page in the book. So, I just realized something. Let me grab my corner rounder. Let me see something here. Well, this is kind of a big curve. Let me grab, actually, because this is my largest corner here on my corner rounder. This is the largest corner. It's large, medium, and small. And this one hasn't been really working, but I don't want to buy a new one. I have other corner rounders, like I will show you my envelope punch board has a corner rounder right here, and I kind of would like to round the corners. I just noticed, wait, let me turn it the right way, that when I close it, there'll be papers in here, but still this corner this corner on the back is not rounded because it was a page, and also this was inside, meaning by the spine, and I turned it around. So let's see if I can make a nice, let me put this on this is a table that this side right here has both sides have a hinge, and it can be folded down. So I want to put it up here. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can still pretty much see up here. And I just want to make sure it's on a solid surface. I'm going to press down as hard as I can to see if I can get through here. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me do one more, because it's not quite rounded all the way. There we go. Let me turn it around and do it this way too. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Okay, so let's see. See, now we've got a nice rounded corner there. And I have another envelope, a smaller envelope punch board too. So I have those two corner rounders, and I think my scoreboard may even have a corner rounder on it. I'm not sure now. I don't remember. I haven't used that one in a while. I just have other choices, and I don't ever use that one for a corner rounder. But I have used this more than any of the others, except for my regular corner rounder that's not exactly the large one. Like I said, it's not working right now. Let me do it one more time. Make sure it's the best I can get it. Yeah, it's not cutting any more off. Either way, I don't think. I think I've done it. Okay. I've done it as best as I can. So there we go. Yeah, that does it nice. Looks better than the pointy, squared off corners. Okay. Done with that. I also picked out some trim, and I tried several different, flowers and things and different colors of rickrack. And I was going to go ahead and put it on, because I know, you know how to put in rickrack, right? You just glue it on with Fabri-Tac. But I wanted you to see the transformation, because it's quite a transformation once you put that on. I'm going to put it on the front and the back, and maybe even here. I don't know. I didn't really need it here, but I just still might do it. Still might do it. We'll see. We'll try it out. But we're going to at least put it on the outside of the front and back cover. But I wanted you to see the transformation, because I thought it was so, it makes quite a difference. And I picked out, I ended up with this black rickrack. It just, out of what I have, it's the best choice, and it makes quite a nice finishing off look here. So let me get it even with the bottom and go ahead and cut right here. There we go. And this is the front cover. It's probably the same size, but let me just go ahead and cut these, and then we'll just go do both of these, and we'll all see the transformation together. I've got my space heater on because it's cold in this room. It's like 70 8 degrees or something outside. It's sunny and warm, but our house stays cool inside. We don't have any air conditioning on or heat, except for in my little room I just turn on my space heater because, like I said, it's quite chilly in here and I don't really want to put on a sweater or a jacket, so I just thought I'd warm it up a little bit in here, try to take the chill out, and then I'll probably have to turn it off, but that's how it is. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure this is all good. It looks like, is this a twist or is it just the shape of the, I think it's just the, no, it's just the shape of that rickrack. Okay, it almost looks like it's twisted there, but I don't think it is. It's just the rickrack the way it is. Okay, so let's cut right here. Okay. And then I got my little glue pad out here. This is just a little cutting pad from Dollar Tree that I use for gluing on to protect my table. And I sometimes don't get it out when I should, but today I got it out because when you're gluing rickrack, it's very easy to go off and get glue on the table, which I've done way too many times. So I thought today I would be good and get it out and use it. Alright, so, and I like to do it like this, put it right on the rickrack, usually because then I know the glue isn't in the wrong place. Because if you just make one long straight stream on your, say I put it on the book, instead of here, it might be in the wrong place and it might show from, around the rickrack instead of being where I need it. So, okay, let's move this for a second and then we'll do the back. So you can see, move the book over here. The transformation. Ta-da! Okay. Here we go. I'm putting it right on the edge of the fabric because I don't want to cover up the cover really. So I just want to put it right on the edge of the fabric, but kind of like that. All right. Try to make sure there's no glue coming out there, if possible. I think we're good to go. Looks good. There's a little string there. Cut that off. Okay, now the back. And we have this piece for the back. Let's just get our glue pad back over here. I'm calling it a glue pad even though it's a cutting mat. Because it's my glue pad. Little globby blue there. Alright, come on. Yes, it's a slower process, but then I know my glue's in the right place. Okay, let me move my finger here. And I have it, try to put it all on every kind of like curve here so that it all will be sticking down nicely. Adhesing. Oh my goodness, I think I just made up another word. Adhesing. I don't think that's a word. I'm adhesing it. Okay, glue on my fingers. Let me get it off so I don't get it everywhere. I have my trash can right here so I can kind of get it off in the trash can. Okay, let's do this one on the edge of the fabric. And there we go. Doesn't that look nice? that dry. Okay, this one actually needs a little trim right here. Little piece sticking up over here. And a little bit of extra glue right here. Let me see. It's hard to get it with my fingers. I know this book is a little bit glossy, so it causes a little bit of glare in the camera. So I'll try to move it in just a second, or try to move it in a way where we're not getting glare, but I'm just trying to get this glue real quick, because I really don't like glue sticking out of where it's not supposed to be. I think I pretty much got it there. Okay, right here, a little bit. I'm just holding it so I can see if there's any glue trying to escape from under the rec rack. Okay. All right, looking good. Now, next step. So we'll let that dry. Do I want to put it on the inside? That is the next question. I have a nice drink today. Got myself a Frappuccino. It's nice and cold. Oh, so good. Mocha's my favorite. I don't get them very much, so it's a treat when I do get it. All right, let's see. See, I don't think I really want it in here. It'll cover up, it'll almost cover up the little bit of the, I mean, you can still read it, but it covers up slightly the first letters on the words here. And I mean it would be fine over here, so it really doesn't cover up anything. But I don't think it's really necessary here. On the front, I think it was necessary to put that finishing touch on the outside cover. That needed it, but it doesn't really need it on the inside. So let's put that over here and let it dry. And I'll show you some papers I picked out. So last week on Thursday, I showed you this paper pad, and I thought there would be some pretty papers in here. I mean, any paper pad like this with just pretty papers you can use in a journal like this, right? So I picked out, well, I didn't mean to pick out this many, but I did pick out, what did I pick out? Only 3. That's not too bad. So I was wondering how many people, how many of you that are watching love scrapbook paper like I do, and I was wondering if you wouldn't mind give me a little comment and let me know how much you love scrapbook paper by putting in the comments. Put, if you love it, put like you love it, but you know, you don't have to have it, or you don't have to have a lot of it, or you don't buy it all the time like I do. Put one love in the comments. Put love. And then if you like it a little bit more than that, like you buy it more than you should, but you try to control yourself, put 2 loves, like love, love. And if you love it and you keep buying it and you can't stop yourself, put love, love, love. I really want to know, because I could just make journals with all scrapbook paper, I'm telling you right now, because I love it so much. But I do like the other papers too, and you know, I like the combination of the eclectic paper, so so I don't do that, but I really could, because I love it so much. Okay, so let's see if we fold. This is a 12 by 12. I picked out this butterfly paper because of the butterflies on the front, and I thought, what better paper to put in here but some butterfly paper. So I think that okay, let's go ahead and fold this in half. I fold it in half. I'm either going to have to cut off like 1/2 inch or a little bit more, or I can always fold it in for a tuck spot. But I'm trying to, well, I'm not trying, I have been liking getting a little more creative with the pockets and tuck spots than just folding it up or folding it in. So I'd rather cut it off and then do something fun with the pocket or a tuck spot. So let's see, so I folded it in half. So I'm going to have, I'm going to have an inch at least to cut off, a good inch. So let's cut off the length first, actually. So giving myself a little tiny bit of leeway at the top and at the bottom. We'll make a little mark here. And let me see if I can find my pencil. It is small, so it gets buried down in here. Here, I see it. I have to pull it up. There it is. I'd rather use my pencil in case I have to erase the mark. So I'm going to, I got a little bit of leeway here at the top. I'm going to make a little mark right there beside that butterfly wing, and we'll cut it right there. That'll be a nice scrap to use and make pockets and tuck spots or trail cards or whatever we want, tags. All right, there's my mark. Now let's cut that. That's for the length. Look, see, I got a nice piece there to use. And then the width will be about right, again, leaving a little bit of leeway right there. So I got a little mark right there. We'll cut that, and this will be our template for the next few pages. So there we go. There's our first page, butterflies. Okay, and there's another nice little scrap. Yep, I think that's perfect. Okay, now we know. So I don't have to use the pencil anymore. I can use this as my template. The next page I pulled out of that is this pretty flower page. I just thought these flowers looked pretty with this book and the colors and everything. So that's why I picked this one out. And if I decide to put, well, I might put, these might be in inner signature. I'm going to put 2 signatures in here, and these might be inner signature pages. And then I might get some other scrap of paper cardstock type for the outer covers of the signatures. I like to have, you know, like I always say, cardstock on the outside of the signatures to protect the pages inside the signatures. So the more papery pages that are inside. And that's why I like this papery. This is paper, not cardstock, so I like having some of this kind of scrap of paper to use as pages. And aren't they pretty? I mean, who doesn't like pretty paper, right? Let's see, I'm trying to see. This looks like non-directional, but I want to make sure it really is non-directional. Oh, you know what? It doesn't have a, let me look at that again. That's a good thing. It doesn't have a branding strip, so you don't have that wasted piece at the top. Isn't that nice? Yeah, that's the Walmart paper. Walmart.com, Ruby, R-O-O-B-E that I showed you. I've been showing you the last couple of Thrifty Thursdays where I got a couple of those. Huh. I don't know why I didn't notice it before. I just now noticed it because as I'm cutting it, I'm not cutting off a branding strip, so you get the, I wonder, well, I mean, I know when you cut off the branding strip, it's still, you know, cut that off, and then you have your 12 by 12, so these must be 12 by 12, and they don't have that extra piece on there. See, it's 12 and 12 all the way to the top. They just don't make it that extra little ½ inch or whatever, and then that probably, I mean, I would think that would save money, wouldn't you? I would think so. So, because I really don't like, you know, especially when they don't put anything pretty on the branding strip. If they put something pretty on it, I'll try to, you know, use it as much of it as I can, whatever the pretty part is. But if they just have white with some black printing on it, then it's, you know, then it's trash. So it's a waste. Okay, there we go. 3 papers. in that, so these are going to fit in there. And let me go get some other papers and we'll start cutting those, because I don't think this video is very long yet. And so let me know, don't forget in the comments, love, 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 or love, love, love. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some more scrap of paper. Okay, so I grabbed a stack of papers that I had right behind me that I felt like I've been using them recently, and they're kind of generic, like I can use them in any journal. And I'm keeping in mind that this is, you know, the name of this book, A Child's Book of Prayers, so I want to keep it kind of eclectic and pretty and just nice, and, you know, can be used for, you know, anything, everyday journal, prayer journal, you know, anything like that. So anyway, there's some eclectic papers here and some stationery and things. So let's see if we can go ahead and cut these down, a few of these. This is well, it says contract scorecard, but it's a bridge. It's a bridge scorecard, and it's large. It's the largest one I think that I've ever found, and it's put out by BB&T. And it doesn't have any type of date in here, but this is how it came. Oh, it says 289. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that could be a year, 89. But yeah, pretty cool. So let's do this piece of paper. We'll fold this in half, I think this way. And this will just about be the same size as the, we'll probably have to cut a little bit off the top here, or the bottom, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't, I'll cut it off this side. This side has words. And so, I just cut a little bit off right here, like 1/4 of an inch. And this will be good to go. We got another paper ready to go there. Let's see, did I do it? I just eyeballed it. Yep, that looks good. Next, okay, so I'm going to put this up here and make a little pile up here in front of me, and you'll see the papers as I cut them, and I'll keep my little template out here so I can measure, but some of these I won't need a template. So this is some stationery, pretty stationery, perfect for this journal. This is the one that I used in my sewing journals, and it looks like embroidery around the border here. Very pretty. So I'll just fold this in half. Let me see. I don't want to cut this off, so let me see if that's going to work. Oh, it is going to work. Okay, perfect. Let's do that. Okay, let's measure one more time. See if it's right within that page. So that one's good. Let's look at the envelopes real quick. Some pretty envelopes here. I think they're a little bit bigger though, a little bit wider. Oh, they're pretty much the same size. I could put one of these in the signature, but I don't like doing that because it's hard to get something in here and out of here when you do it like that and put it in your signature. So what I usually do is I will, well, this one maybe I can put here. Oh, that's pretty actually. That pink looks good with this. And this would be a flip out. Okay, so we'll use one of the envelopes too. I'm not going to attach it right now. I'm going to leave it there like that. So we used, and that's all the papers are all the same here in this. Oh, no, wait a minute. Here's some pink papers. Well, I just made a discovery. Let's use one of these too. Oh, let's do it this way. It's white on the back side. So we'll use one of these two. It's got two colors of stationery in here. Pink and the stitchery one. Okay. And how many more stitchery pages do I have? 2 more. Yikes! Got that at a thrift store. Does not have a year, but you know it's vintage. And next, papers. Here is some onion skin type little typing papers or something. So I'm just going to do like this on this. Make that a page. Just one. I don't think I'll use any more. I like to try to have different pages in each signature, not like to have the same pages in both signature. You know what I mean? Okay, here's another stationery piece. And it looks like it's going to be a good size. Yes. It's a kind of a light blue. And that was this one here. I have a few of those. I don't have the box on that one. Sometimes I get rid of the box if it's taking up too much room, and I just have the papers. Here's another one, stationery. I don't want all stationery in here, but let's see. Here's a stationery here. Here's a stationery here. I don't think I'm going to have too much, but let's just see this. Now this is a stationery that's different with script on it. It has script and it has script on both sides. It's cool. Different colors. This one has like I'm trying to see. I think this is upright. And it has like a border here. And then this is where you're supposed to write. And then this is the back side that's kind of like decorated. It's kind of like a collage of, letters or something. A little label right here. So somebody did like a masterboard there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this can be a page. Let me see if this is wider than the others. It looks like it might be, but I'm not sure. Oh, here's my little template right here. Oh, it's just perfect. Okay, that one. So we use one of those. That's this right here. Got a bunch of those. I think I got those in Florida at a thrift store. And a couple years ago. A few years ago. Two or 3 years ago. Okay, this is that paper that looks like handmade paper. And let's see, there's different. It used to be like a photo album. You see, put your photo here. So, and then on the back it's pretty too. It looks, you can see the fibers in the paper. Let's use one of these. Let me see how many more lines. Let's use this one here. There's one of these left. I've used a couple of these in my journals. Let's see, I think there's two. It's pretty thick paper. I feel like there's two here though. Is there two or is that just one? I can't get it apart if it's two. But it really feels like, hold on. That's one piece. It's so thick. Wow. That's a really thick piece of paper. Okay, I guess that's one. And I don't think I saw any more of those lined ones anywhere. So that's my, wait a minute, do I see one more? Let me see, I'm curious now. Do I have any more of those? Nope, I don't think I do. Okay, so that's my last lined one there. So this one, let's see, if I fold it in half, it'll just be perfect, really. So let's just do it. Let's just fold it in half. The width will be fine. I think it's a little tall, though. A little sliver tall, a little 1/4 of an inch there off the top. Won't make any difference at all to the paper, and then we'll have the length we need. Okay. And it had nice lines to write on this, and a nice fibrous kind of eco, what do you call that, eco-dyed, almost like eco-dyed paper, kind of with the plants. Looks like there's plants embedded in it. Okay, so we haven't used these two yet, but I still have them there. Oh, here's some more of these. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I have more of the lined papers. I didn't realize there was more sitting here. Okay, there's some more. There's one more anyway. Oh, there's another one. Okay, I have a few more of these. Good. Okay, perfecto. Okay, so this is some paper that came from a guest book. And these are nice because you can see they're kind of a landscape. This one is anyway. And a lot of these guest books are, if you see any of them. They're a landscape page. And nice to just fold these in half and use these in your journals. I'm going to even up this edge over here where I just tore it out. Or off the spine or whatever. And then fold that in half. And this is really nice thick paper too. Got some nice lines to write on there too. So that's, I don't even have to, you can tell it's not going to be, it's not going to be bigger than this paper. And this is what I have left of the guest book. Oh, there's some writing on a couple pages. That's fun too, to use the writing as a background. I have writing on in one of my journals that I made, my Mimi's journal. I used an old baby book, and there was writing on some of the pages. Really neat. Like this is really nice writing, actually. All the different signatures too. There's all different, you know, everybody's different handwriting. That's really neat looking at it. But it's so nice and neat. They're all nice and neat. And it's that makes a really nice, believe it or not, if you've never tried it, a really nice background for whatever you're putting on top of it when it's peeking out on the sides. Okay, we've got quite a few pages already. Here is another stationery. I pulled all of my stationeries out. Not all of them, but probably a lot of them. Look at that, different colors too. Let's just wait a minute on this one. So here's 3 we haven't used. And the envelopes that go with that one. Let's see what we have left here. So I didn't necessarily want to use all stationery. Let's see, I got another little pile behind me. So these are scraps that I created recently that I haven't used, but we're not going to use any of those. This is a ledger. Here's the cover that I can make a journal out of. Nice, right? I can make a journal out of that. That would make a nice journal. And then here are the pages. So let's use, I think these are all separate like this. Well, I mean, I showed you they're separate like this and this is together, but it's not really together. It's just kind of, you know, it's not one piece of paper. It's kind of glued together so they don't come out together, if you know what I mean. I mean, I can try, but it's not gonna work. I've already tried with this journal, with this ledger book, and they don't come out together. It's not signatures. So what I can do, I don't know if you can tell in this camera and in this light, but it's not signatures. But that doesn't mean we can't use it. So I can either turn it this way for a smaller page, or let's see how much bigger it is then. It's not that much bigger than our template. So all I would need to do is, well, we can make a little, put these pages together. We'll put these two together, and I'm trying to figure out whether I want to cut paper off the top or the bottom. I think that I will just cut some off I think I'll cut a little bit off the bottom, like just a sliver. A little bit of a sliver here. And then I'll cut a little bit off the top so we can still have this nice top here. And so I cut a sliver off the bottom, so now I just need like a 1/2 inch off the top instead of like 1 inch or 3/4 of an inch. So just 1/2 inch, say, off the top, and we should be good to go. Let's see if it's, by the time I get it together, it won't be too wide. And I can always trim it after I get it together, but let's go ahead and get it together. Get it back together now. Okay, so let's move this out of the way, and this is what we're working with. This is extra. And I think I put the other pages in back of me. So let's see, this is all nice and straight. This is fresh out of the book, so I need to, there's a little kind of piece there that I need to cut off so it's smooth. There's like a little glue there or something. Don't want getting in my way. This one I already cut, I think, or did I already cut that? I don't remember now. I'm just cutting away. Okay, so let's see. I don't think it matters which way I do it, so let's just go for it here. So I'm just going to put these back together by using a little, let's see, I don't want to use Fabri-Tac. I think I'll use a little art glitter glue. The art glitter glue is probably even overkill. I haven't used this today, so we'll see if it comes out. Get it all nice and loosened up here. Hopefully it'll flow. But just a little art glitter glue. come out? No, I don't think so. Let me get my needle. Gotta go through the process here. This needle is very long and it fits all the way through. It fits like way down in here. So it goes all the way through here. So any clog or whatever is holding it up will hopefully be loosened up now. A little bit of glue on the top, on the end here. That could also be clogging it. Well, I might have to pause. Oh gosh, it's gonna be stubborn today. That's what I get for not using it for a couple days, right? Oh wait, I think it's coming. Yeah, I see a little bit there. Let me just do this one more time. This is it's tight. It's tight inside of this nozzle, so I know it's like really kind of like whatever, scraping off the sides of the nozzle. Like there's nothing on here though when it comes out, so it's very strange. Art glitter glue is so strange. But it's too good not to use, right? It's too good. There it comes. Sorry about the delay there. Okay, so not too much because I don't want to wrinkle my paper or anything. Let's actually also smooth it out. I'm going to do it with my finger so I don't make a mess. So there we go. So now it's smoothed out, and then we're going to we're going to put this over that. This page over that page. And just put it back together like that. Now we have a double page. Let me wipe off my fingers so I don't get glue everywhere. Glue everywhere. There we go. Now let's see if we've got it straight here. There's a little bit of a difference right here as far as the length. Right here, can you see that? I need to cut that off. Gotta have it even, right? All this but it's a vintage ledger. I mean, it's worth it, right? It's so pretty. It's such pretty paper. Okay, so we're gonna fold it in half. Of course, art glitter glue dries very quickly, so we can move on. Put this back in here. I never leave my needle out, so I don't know why it gets. That's just what art glitter glue does. Anyway, so this dries so quickly, I think I can go ahead and fold it so we can see if it's too wide. Now that we've got like our little signature here, 2 pages. And I'm being careful that I don't tear it apart now that I'm folding it, you know, even though it's probably pretty much dry. It might not be 100% dry, so. All right, there we go, looking good. Okay, so let's see, is it too big, too small, just right? Here's our little template. Width-wise, it's perfect. And we already cut it, so I just want to make sure though. Yep, we're good to go. So we didn't use these 3 stationaries. Let's see how many papers. I'm sure I don't have enough papers yet, absolutely sure, but I do want to get out other papers besides stationery, like this, you know, the fun papers, like this ledger paper and the guest paper and all that. And I need to go find some cardstock for the outside of the signatures, but counting just what we have here without putting them in any type of order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 12. So we're well on our way. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the papers together. You saw how I cut the papers, how I figured out the size, and what kind of papers I'm using so far. I've told you about this cardstock. I'll keep these out in case I want to add any of these. But I'm going to try to add other papers that aren't stationery, since I've already added a few pages of stationery. I will sew these in and come back and we'll make some pockets and tuck spots and have that kind of fun in the next video. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.